all tore them down and hope that they will never see the truth around. Another promise, another scene, another package lie to keep us trapped in greed. Another green bells wrapped around our minds, an endless red tape to keep the truth confined. They will not force us. They will stop degrading us. They will not control us. We will be victorious.
Hey guys, thank you for tuning into this impromptu show. Ignore the douche canoes setting off fireworks in the background if you can hear them because they don't care about doggies and such. But yay, imperialism! Anyway, I wanted to go live tonight, even though it wasn't planned, because I am yesterday and today, I'm seeing so many posts on social media about Kamala Bernie 2024, and I don't get it. Like, frankly, I don't fucking get it. Um, I thought like 99% of us were kind of past Bernie. Um, and, you know, anyone who knows me knows when I started this show 8 years ago, it was because I wanted to talk about Bernie. Like, I gave my fucking life to that guy. Like, legit. I have a tattoo. Like, I moved across the country to volunteer for him in Iowa for over 5 weeks. Um, thousands of phone call, um, hundreds of doors knocked in Iowa by myself as someone who was going blind, and inches of snow and ice, nobody there. And, like I've been through hell and high water for this man. And I'm even saying, no, why? Okay, so let's first break down how impractical this is. Okay, first of all, do we not know 8 years into this, almost 9 years into this, really, that the DNC is never going to let Bernie run for anything in the Dems? They probably wouldn't even let him run for the fucking Senate in the Dems. They hate him. Is this news? Do we not fucking know this? They would never let him run, ever. Not gonna happen. He's already run twice. In 2016, he was fucked over. Every fucking person in the world knows they cheated. Even the DNC admitted they cheated. He ran again in 2020. Over 1 million of us volunteered. Then he dropped. That's it. Then my good friend Joe Biden. Now what? What now? Now it's done. Now it's done. He's run twice. My friend Joe Biden. Why are we trying to rehabilitate this for a third time? I don't fucking get it. And like I said, this is someone who was hardcore for years for this man. And okay, first of all, yes, it's a step up from Biden. Literally anything is. That is the lowest fucking bar in the universe. I mean, yeah, great. But let's talk about the Bernie who was and the Bernie who is. 2015 Bernie? Fuck yeah, bring it on. The one who, we all knew from, the videos in the 80s and 90s where he was so fucking punk rock and he was like, I hold you in contempt. I hold you in contempt. I will not yield. Like, and when he was just such a fucking badass. That Bernie, let's fucking go. This Bernie, no. This Bernie who took forever to speak out on Palestine, this Bernie who still refuses to call it a genocide, this Bernie who came out and endorsed Joe the second he said he was going for re-election, regardless of who else was running or anything like that. This Bernie who AIPAC has given shout outs to because of things he said on interviews and things he's tweeted. Yes, AIPAC. This is not the same fucking Bernie. Maybe it's the same Bernie and he put on a good facade. Maybe he changed. I don't fucking know. All I know is he talks like a Dem, he votes like a Dem. Where the fuck's he talking about Medicare for all? And, he makes these tweets that's like, oh, we need corporate greed out of the Dems and blah, blah, blah. You fucking endorse Biden. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Like, you endorsed Biden, so every fucking thing you say is null and void. You can say what you want about imperialism, you endorse Biden. You can say what you want about us needing healthcare, you endorsed Biden. You can say whatever you want about the environment, you endorsed Biden. Like, it's hypocrisy. I don't care what the fuck you say on your tweets. If at the end of the day you're still going to be like, yeah, but vote for Joe, your tweets and your interviews and shit mean nothing. Taking a stand, I mean, he didn't even fucking wait till November. He's just like, literally the day Joe announces he's going to run again, he's like, yep, let's support Biden. Like, why is that okay? Why are we pushing him again? And people are making all these fucking memes of them, like, with their arms around each other and stuff. And it's like, do you even think Kamala would even go for that? I mean, first of all, where the fuck is she? Everybody forgets she even exists because she's never fucking around. I don't know where the fuck she is. But all these memes with them, like, with their arms around each other and, Jordan O'Yul, I'm not sure how you say his last name, but I love his post. I've followed him for years, but he had this post yesterday that was a map of the United States, and every single state was blue except Florida, which was red, and it said, if Bernie runs with Kamala, something like that. And I'm like, no. First of all, more people hate the Dems than ever before. There are more people voting third party than ever before, or at least saying they are. I endorse Jill. Personally, with her to her face, that's who I'm fucking voting for. And I know a lot of people who were Bernie supporters have also endorsed either Cornell, Jill, what have you, or oh my God, Claudia. God damn, my brain's not working because I'm sick. Claudia. So are we just supposed to abandon who we're endorsing and like fighting for, and just be like, oh, because Bernie is running as a Dem with Kamala. So all of a sudden we're supposed to be like, yeah, yeah. And you think all these fucking shit libs who have run around like crazy still just going after Bernie because of 2016, because he's a sexist and everything like that. And you think all of a sudden they're going to be like, yeah, he should run with Kamala. In what world does this fucking make sense? And I guess, I'm just mainly frustrated because it's like people have forgotten what's happened in the past 3.5 years. Bernie has changed. He has changed. He is not the same person. He is voting horribly. He is not even half as outspoken and strong as he used to be. As for his age, I don't give a flying fuck. Yeah, he's a year older than Biden, and he's still sharp as a fucking tack. But, okay, cool. You should be if you're in politics. I don't understand why people who, are on the left are like, why are we even pushing Kamala anyway? Like, if you're saying Bernie, why don't you say someone else, for fuck's sake? Like, why are you saying, yeah, Kamala, but with Bernie? Like, we like Kamala now too? Like, I am so fucking confused. And, yeah, fuck Gavin Newsom. If Pete Buttigieg runs, I will make his life a living fucking hell because of what he's done to my people in East Palestine. I mean, it's garbage, 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 regardless. But I expect shit libs to be pushing these people, but I don't understand. Like, people I've followed for years who, post about capitalism and, post about Palestine and things like that. And they're like, yeah, we need Kamala Sanders. And I'm just like, she's fucking genocidal too, first of all. I don't get it, you guys. I don't fucking get it. I don't. And people aren't explaining it. They're just making memes and stuff. I just don't get it. And saying that it would be a landslide is so beyond presumptuous. I do not believe that for a second. People hate Kamala. Bernie has lost millions of his supporters. I know one person who still supports Bernie. Kamala and Bernie would lose as well. Not that it would ever happen. Bernie would have wiped Trump off the board. He would have ate his lunch, as he said, in 2016 and 2020. Firmly believe that. Now, no. And I'm sorry, but seeing Kamala debate Trump would be just, okay, entertaining, but a fucking train wreck. I just don't understand, and I don't get it. I don't know why we are pushing Bernie. We go through this shit every fucking 4 years or 3 years, really. Who are we going to put up? Like, after 2020, I remember people making posts, who is going to be the next Bernie? There is no other Bernie. Like, there isn't. He was Bernie. He is not Bernie anymore. He is Dem. He's not the Bernie that we supported and fought for. Not the same dude. So I don't understand why people are trying to make this a thing. Furthermore, Biden met with his family in Camp David and they said he's not going anywhere. So when Trump wins, we can all say, it's on you. It's on you. Because nobody who's that scared of Trump and that scared for our country is going to be that selfish with that much hubris to be like, no, but I'm still not going to step down. If you really believe those things are at stake and you stay in, you're a piece of shit. I mean, he is a piece of shit in many ways, of course. But I mean, we're so fucked anyway. You all know this. I knew when this shit was happening, they were going to start trying to push fucking Hizzlebub down our throats again, because any chance possible, it's her. It's her turn. It's time to coronate the queen once and for all. Well, I think it's a really good idea simply because when you are scared of losing to someone who is someone very terrifying to you, I think the smartest thing you could possibly do is put in the one and only person who has ever lost to him. I think that's a surefire way to just get the results you want. But there is no fucking logic when it comes to the Dems. And now it seems like there's not logic with a lot of leftists who are pushing this. Can we ever move past the Dems? We talk about the duopoly 24/7. But then, oh no, I'll vote Dem if this person runs though. No. Fuck the Dems. Fuck them. You can put anyone you want in that race. They're still going to be corrupt. They're still going to be fucking warmongers. It doesn't matter. They're still going to disappoint you in every possible way. You are the company you keep. It is that simple. They are still part of this machine. I mean, you guys can vote for whoever you want, and I know I'm speaking to the choir, like I'm preaching to the choir with so much of this. I just felt like I was going to explode if I didn't rant about this, because I'm just seeing so many of these posts and I'm so fucking confused. Someone make it make sense. And the convention is not until August. A bunch of us were going to protest it, but it has been made virtual now, which it was last time because of COVID. Now there's no real reason. And so I don't know what we're going to do about that, but I'm hearing different theories. If they do replace Joe, it's going to have to be at the convention. That's what I always was led to believe. However, I think I don't see them actually replacing him because it will, first of all, it will give Trump so much edge to be like, see, they pulled out their own person because he's fucking stupid and blah, 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 which, yes, it's accurate. But I think the only way this would ever happen is if somehow they convinced Biden to withdraw on his own. Because then it wouldn't look so-called bad for the DNC. It would look bad for him if he stayed in running. Quite honestly, I think it would have to be a very big reason for him to drop. I honestly wouldn't put it past them for him to say he had cancer, for instance. It's complete conjecture, but I could see that easily. Them saying he has some kind of like very serious health problem. That's why the debate happened that way. Now he has to step down. on his own terms. And now that way there would look like no culpability for anyone. It would just be merely, look, he's being a team player, he's stepping down so we can, get someone else in there who's going to beat Trump. To me, that's the only possible way that's going to happen. And I'm honestly not convinced he's still going to be, the nominee. I'm not convinced. I mean, from what Camp David said, he's not stepping down. So, something I do find absolutely fucking bananas, though, is that they're not doing another fucking debate until September. Why? It was fucking June. Why the fuck are they waiting 3 months to do another debate? I see a lot of viewers on Twitter. Please come over here, smash the like and subscribe. Even if you go back to Twitter, that's the only thing that's going to help my algorithm. But yeah, I wanted to touch on this. It's fucking weird. I also saw that Marianne Williamson jumped back in. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, because she, is saying, he's, as everyone's saying, he's not, fit and what have you. So she jumped back in. I have no idea how that would even work. She's not one of the people they're even floating for a replacement, so to speak. I don't even fucking know how that would work because primaries are over. So I don't understand how you can jump in when there's already, well, maybe there technically isn't a nominee because actually, I don't think there is a nominee until the actual convention itself happens. But as far as I know, the primaries are over. So I don't know. That's really fucking confusing. I'm not sure how that would even work. I don't know if she'd even be able to get on any ballots at this point. Who knows? I don't know. Everything's just a fucking matrix in this fucked up red and blue pill 1984-ish world. Before I go, I do want to say a few things about East Palestine. Tonight I was on the phone with a lawyer. Filling out an affidavit for me that is going to be submitted in the Norfolk Southern EPA lawsuit. So I am going to be working with them for the next 2 weeks to compile my statements, my evidence, and my whistleblowing with the recording I made. If you haven't heard that, it is on my channel. EPA of East Palestine lead Mark Durno. I met with him in his office and recorded a 91-minute conversation we had, and it's legal in Ohio, thankfully. So I went public with it. And because I am a whistleblower to that respect, I've been working with Government Accountability Project, who is just like, it's the honor of a lifetime to be, trusted by them and everything. They've worked with Snowden and, people who have just been just incredible for over 40 years. So I'm so fortunate to be, represented by them. So that is one thing. I was on the phone with the lawyer tonight. We are getting that ready. So I'm excited about that. check my Twitter if you're on Twitter, because I am posting a lot of updates with the class action that was due to be opt-in, opt-out on Monday. I just found out today, I had a resident call me that said that when she went to turn in her settlement papers, um, her 5-year-old son was expected to sign for himself on the settlement papers. And it turns out that other parents were told this as well. So, like fucking toddlers, okay? They literally say they have to sign for themselves. If you don't think something shady is going on with that, because what I have a feeling is going on is, these toddlers, by the time they're 18, let's be honest, most are already going to have cancer. Let's keep it real. Some of people are already getting it. So I think they're trying to, obfuscate any kind of culpability, like, oh, well, they were, you know, their parents signed, so they can still sue, because it was only their parents who signed, not them. That's what I believe is going on. It's conjecture, but that's the only thing I can think of. Why the fuck you would have, like, oh, I need your 2-year-old to sign their name instead of you signing it for them. This isn't rare. This isn't a, you know, a like some kind of rude awakening, or epiphany. But the amount of greed coming from a multi-billion-dollar corporation when it comes to people who are broke as fuck is just truly astounding. Absolutely astounding. All these people have ever asked for is buy us out and give us health care. How in the fucking world is that too much to ask? Out of all the hell they've put them through. Their homes are worth like $95,000. So you can't buy those out and give them health care. That's all they've ever asked for. It's astounding. It's absolutely astounding. And every fucking day I get more and more disgusted. I haven't announced this yet. Steven Donsinger will be coming back on either this week or next week. We're working out the date. He is the only person, frankly, the most important person I want to talk to when it comes to a class action. Nobody can help explain what's going on any better than he can. Infamously, really one of the best class action lawyers of our lifetimes, if not the best, and an environmental hero. So, I mean, to me, this case screams Donziger. And I've had him on my show several times before, and we've discussed East Palestine. But this time, I wanted to be specifically about the class action, because I think he can certainly shed some light on how this is going to work with corporations. I think that's really important for people to understand. It's not like it's a class action against a person or a small business. Like, this is a corporation, a multi-billion-dollar corporation. Norfolk Southern, Chevron. I mean, these are entities that are way more powerful than they should be. So I'm looking forward to having him back and being able to, discuss the parallels between, these two cases, and see if he can give us any insight on, you know, the potential outcomes. Shittier, shittiest, essentially. But thank you so much for tuning in. Let me see here. Okay, some of y'all really need to come over and hit the like button and hit subscribe, because I say that all the time and most of you never do it, and it actually sucks for my algorithm. It sucks, you guys. I need your help. This is something I do completely for free. And the only thing that helps what I do, aside from any, buy me a coffee or Patreon, like $3 a month, the only thing that possibly helps me is smashing the like button, hitting subscribe, and sharing. It's not a lot to ask. So please do that. Thank you so much for tuning in, and follow me on Twitter if you want to keep updated with my upcoming shows. Much love, everyone.